Hello everyone and welcome to some scratches. We are playing the director's cut of the game and I've not seen any playthroughs. I want to play Last Visit. I want to play the director's cut. I've got no idea what Last Visit is. I'll have to ask about that from the person who kindly let me use their discs, Matthew. So, I like the film grain. This is an oldish game, I guess. I think it was around 2000. I should probably get the box and check. I put it in the other room. Ooh. It's got proper credits at the start. With spooky horror music and images. And I feel I'm going to get haunted by that lady ghost because ladies in those kinds of dresses apparently make very good ghosts. Who takes a close-up of a picture of a knocker that's... Oh, it's a phantom. That makes much more sense. Just nothing was coming out the top. I thought it was like a knocker, like a door knocker for a minute. Cellar of Rats. Ooh. So we're obviously in a dark room. Is that what they call dark rooms? Red rooms? I think they're dark rooms. And someone is developing some stuff. Augustin chords. I am sorry if I am slaughtering anything. I'm really excited to play this game because, Matthew thought that I'd enjoy it.
I arrived at Blackwood Manor one cold Saturday morning amidst a thick veil of fog. The weather didn't look good, and there was an unnatural calm surrounding the area. Yet I soon became entangled with the place.
Do you mean entangled or like entranced? I guess you can be both, but whatever brought you there would have entranced you to go there, and then you would become entangled in whatever's going on there. So it does make sense. Ooh, spooky sight above the trees. Saturday, October 12th. Hello? May I play? Right. Just did the, can I use my controller check? So, the cloudy sky above me seems rather unsettling. Oh, I missed that because I was too busy doing something else. Putting my thingy away. Ooh, this is very high sensitivity. Let's, can I adjust the sensitivity? Ah, I didn't want to do that. Well, I can't really see a way to adjust it yet. It was in the boot of my car, which, considering my non-existent technical expertise, I hoped I would never need to open. Oh, it was the boot, not that it was in the boot. Can I just go home now? Aha, key. Excellent. How do I move away? There we go. Let's get out. Ooh, spooky. How do I move forward? So far, clicking doesn't seem to help. Apart from if I want to get in my car. Someone help me! No, I already got you from there. So, I mean, it's locked in the middle of my screen for now. Yeah, those keys don't work. Wait, what? Oh, I have to follow the path? You mean I can't walk through this thing? So I can go there, or I can go up there. I think I would quite like to go through here. I hope I get used to this sensitivity at some point. It is very... Can I knock? There's no way I could open it with my bare hands. So how do I access my inventory? Whoops. Maybe I have to look at it a bit better. No, what about this one? Are we sure? Right, well... this way then. Right, this is the fountain that was in the thing, so let's try and click all over it. That didn't work. I thought for a second he was pointing there in his middle finger. Okay, so why does that just end over there? Is it just the design? There's something standing in front of the door made me realise that I could right click to open the inventory. That's brilliant. It just made me realise that I could right click so I could check my stuff. I like the store, by the way. I like these flowers. Right, so I'm assuming... Alright. Now I could see that I was carrying the key that my good friend Jerry gave me. It was rather obvious that I would have to grab the key with a left click. All of a sudden I had a gut feeling that with another right click I could close the inventory. Oh... Finally, I concluded that I could use the key on the door with a left click to unlock it. I marvelled at the wondrous concept. Wait, did I not just... Oops, there we go. With very little effort, the key unlocked the front door. Can I go in? Oh, you have to actually look at the handle. Okay. That's very pink. This clock. The majestic grandfather clock was gently ticking nearby. It was almost sleep-inducing. My handy magnifying glass does let me examine things. To examine an item while in my inventory. Oh, where's the phone? The phone is not in here. Okay, the phone's further away now, so it must be in here. Aha.
Hello?
Michael, it's me.
Hey, Jerry. It's good to hear your voice.
I see that piece of junk you got there is working.
My thoughts exactly. I was afraid it'd fall apart as soon as I laid my fingers on it.
So how did you find everything? Do you like the place?
It's hard to tell yet. I'm very impressed, that's for sure.
You sound odd. Is everything okay?
Yes. It's perfectly fine. It's just that I'm in awe. I mean, pleasantly surprised. This house is like a dream come true.
So you do like it? You got me worried there for 1 second.
I'm telling you, I'm going to turn this place into a factory of horror stories.
Good. Finish that book. I'm rooting for you, mate. You sure everything is in order?
Well, I just got here. Let me have a look around, and I'll get back to you if I find anything strange.
Excellent. I'll talk to you later.
I forgot that they say goodbye when they're on the phones. I like this picture. Oh, look, it's a little clock. No, nothing I can click there. Right, well, it was telling me to examine this. Oh, you've already examined it. What about... It said that I could also examine stuff in my inventory. That's the car key. Okay, that makes sense. What about this? My loyal typewriter. What about this? Some of my stuff, and it's awfully heavy. Oh, would you not like to put it down somewhere? I forgot that right close would be to close it. Right, so that was the way in. This is the way it's kind of leading me. Can I go through this door? What's through here? Ooh, the dining room. I have the hiccups. Aha. That's an interesting picture. Yes, you just poke your finger inside his hole there. I believe it's a religious drawing. No, I want to leave this picture. Can I turn the light on? To my surprise, the lights wouldn't work. Okay. Okay, so I have to go turn the lights on somehow. Let's see. That would probably be in the kitchen, which I believe would be adjacent to the dining room. This is neither of those places. But it could be a... It wouldn't be a servant's corridor. It's too nice for a servant's corridor. Ah, no, it is the kitchen. Okay, great. Okay, so that looks like it's the back door. This looks like it could be the cellar. The door to what I assumed was a basement was locked. Okay, so the key. you'd probably have a key cupboard in your kitchen, like right here. Ooh. Key holder, except there weren't any keys hanging from it. Well, my logic is sound so far. Let's see. Could I still go out this door? Maybe there is a pantry here that has keys. Oh, a bedroom or a study. The bed in this room is miserable looking. I agree. Let's see if we can find a better bed, but... practical photography. Let's... Can we... I want to... Oh, do I have to open it? Thank you. Can I leave? Let's see. The desk. No. Oh, a pen. The topmost sheet of paper of the pile has some curious markings on it, so I grabbed it to have a closer look. Okay. No, okay, I didn't want to click away. Practical photography. Am I just... Okay, apparently I have... If I grabbed a pencil, that suggests I'm going to have to find a notebook. That I wish to see whatever was on it first. And then can I use it on this? No. You really liked your... Can I have a look in the drawer? That's not a drawer, is it? Well, are we sure that I can't use my pencil on that? I managed to reveal what appeared to be a letter in Italian. Can I magnify it? I had to do something about it. So you wish me to read Italian? Just a bunch of uninteresting books. Oh, no, I did not mean to go into there. Okay, so let's do this door. Am I not allowed over there? This is the dark room. Smell. Yes, I would probably not want to investigate a toilet too deeply. Water isn't running, so no electricity, no water. I was hoping that would give me a... Just in case I tried again, but still there was no power. These are just all the pictures we saw at the start. There's a flower in there. Okay. Okay, no, it won't let me look at it any closer right now. Right, what about this one? That's the basement door. Whoops. Can I pull the plug out? Yes, so it is used as some kind of dark room. And I was right when I said dark room. Right, well, let's leave this bathroom. I've come to a dead end of sorts. Ooh, can I look in the mirror at myself? Oh, wow, I'm invisible. Right, well, this evidently was not where the keys are currently being kept. Could they be being kept out the back? I know that sounds weird, but this door opens onto a balcony and we can go out here, so although it is pretty dark, maybe I would like to go to bed first. Oh, I wouldn't really want to go to bed without the power working. Unless it got so dark that you couldn't see. I do not know the way forward or backwards anymore. It's very... Oh, it's a mausoleum. Thick wire. I could use the keys to saw through it, but somehow I doubt that it will let me. There could be a knife in the kitchen I could use. Let's go back to the house. And into the house. We obviously have no cause to go snooping in the mausoleum yet. I'd probably want a torch first, actually. And to get to know the actual house a bit better. See if it's haunted before I go disturbing things like that. Could there be a knife? There's a knife there, but somehow I doubt that's what you mean. Oh, wait. There's this knife. There we go. That's empty. Right. Well, I know for sure now that I can go into that mausoleum, so I might as well go do it. It's the only thing I know for sure. And for all I know, the key's for some reason in there. The thing is, though, is if he's a horror writer, right? So he must be thinking, oh boy, a mausoleum that's locked from the outside. Someone would almost think there was something locked in there, like vampires or zombies. But no, apparently not. Unless he thinks Jerry's playing a joke on him. It's impossible to cut the wire with the knife. I guess you would need years of corrosion have stiffened, make it impossible to manipulate with my bare hands. I guess that makes sense. It's not like it was twine. It's wire. You probably need some pliers from the basement. I mean, I did kind of think that the knife would work, but I do understand why it doesn't. It's not like one of those silly things where it's like, I couldn't possibly use this knife to cut this thing because I need a butcher's knife, not a other knife. Somebody didn't do the washing up. What's this? In the middle of the table here. I probably need to grind something at some point, won't I? Waiting for anything to be tossed inside to test its blades. I don't have anything I wish to do that with yet. And I still can't get in there. Nothing through there that I would need the knife for. Well, let's go back through. I never actually investigated this. The drawer was stuck beyond hope. Okay. Elegant and tasteful. This is an interesting picture. You have lots of photos. Can I smash these pots and see if it's got anything I need in? African craftsmanship and standing against the window. Okay. I don't know if anybody would hide basement keys upstairs. To me, that seems very far to go if you ever actually want to go in the basement. To me, the kitchen makes sense, but apparently doesn't seem to be in there yet. What about in here? Oh, napkins and like... Is it hidden under this? Just some useless junk. It's called decoration, man! Don't you know how to decorate? What's in there? What's in this? Ah, the liquor cabinet! I'm so glad I found you! What about down here? Cocktails for me tonight! The keys might be in here. What's this globe? Whoosh! That's Britain where we are. Does it always just end on Britain? Must have a point where it stops. Any books on Italian? Oh, you should get out of... Gladly spent days going through them. Well, you live here now, so you will, but I think we want the power back on first, don't we? Whose glasses are these? I definitely think I want to investigate the desk. Cigars. A letter? The envelope was empty. Why do I have it then? It doesn't make sense when you let me pick things up that I don't understand. None of those are Italian. Journey to the Nile. It was locked. Do this forever, please. Whoa, the sound was out of sync there. Can I walk away? Is this really all... Oh. Oh, what? The construction of the railway bridge is almost complete. It took longer than we expected. We'll be sad to leave South Africa. Over the past few months, we've been finding it part of us. We have some stuff from here. I would like to come back someday, but there's stuff that I need to look after in Britain. I've made some good friends here in Africa who are happy about my new appreciation of their country. They offered me some wonderful objects of gratitude. I'm about to start a very substantial collection. Catherine agreed to move into our new home, although I feel several renovations. Oh, so there's a person called Catherine, who I would assume is a wife, because if it's a daughter, there'd be no agreed to about it. Even more, I'm intending to start a serious new hobby. It seems I have to get back to work. John Patterson was just told me some natives were causing trouble. I'm secretly rejoicing. Natives won't leave. It's not like they're causing trouble, but they're unsettling our workers. They're just, all they've done has been distraction, because all they've been standing there staring at us. I've watched them. It's a bit annoying. It's a bit creepy. They're stalking us, but they're not really hindering anything. But it just feels a bit uneasy. So we'll get some protection to sort that stuff out. Oh, you can turn the page. Right, fascinating. The natives, they live in a nearby village and are a very small group. Yeah, they manage really well. I used to think them uncivilized, but their movements are calculated and I can perceive a sense of careful organisation in their tasks. Seem to be very brutish and their aspect looks awful. Though I couldn't take a good look at their facial features as I followed one of them completely on my own, and it could have been dangerous getting any closer. Also, the village is poor and very rough, but most of the shacks leapt out as inviting or special. It made me very curious. I'll try and come closer tomorrow. Been to the village again. To the village, yeah, because there's a problem. No, I couldn't go to the village because of the bridge. Miscalculation on my part. I should have been focusing at the task in hand. I put my stubborn love for all African things aside for a moment. I got distracted. I'm sorry, it was my fault. I accept that. They're at it again, looking around the forest. It's amazing how things change our perception of surroundings. At first we were delighted by the quiet nature of the place. Now we feel what horrors might be concealed without the dark, foreboding cloak of the tree. Kind of like this place. Like, oh look, I have my alone time. But if the murderer comes, there's no one there to help me. It's very strange. Even the river. Whoa! What have I done? Even the river is telling ungodly secrets. We'll be a bit more sensitive towards distractions. It's just become a bit more sinister here. So I've found something out about the neighbouring tribe. I'm just so excited about it. The elders at the local town happen to know them, but only about stories. The tribe was once seemed to be extinct. And we could be dealing with a legend here. Everything learned them was during their childhood. And the tribe was stalking the town in the same way they've been stalking us. They used to call them the Dilham. I can't really read that writing to know. That looks like a D. That's an H-A-U-M. But that Dilham? Anyway, as sounds of screams echoing late in the night, they come into the streets and see an evil glitter atop a hill. In the distance, they would say it's fire, cast spirit, ancient god, whatever it was. The bright light was also accompanied by the screams, and the macabre scene was suddenly stopped just as it began out of nowhere to be seen again. Intervals between those horrible nights became longer and longer until they soon faded. Apparently, the tribe retreated into obscurity until now. They were later known as the Dalmar, a rather more scientific name, although none of the people I spoke with could possibly remember its origin. The Dalmar. Yeah. I find it extremely surprising no one has ever heard. It was obviously a scare tactic that they realised wasn't working. It was extremely surprising that nobody has ever heard about this tribe with the exception of a few townspeople. They must be incredibly rare, and judging by the stories passed from generations, this town is very old. How many pages? Oh my gosh. I will confess, I've become nearly obsessed with this strange tribe. I see them as the most prized goal of my appreciation towards all South African things. I'm very sorry. I misspoke. A dangerous yet irresistible reward. I feel as if they've been my discovery. I simply have to study them before leaving. I fear I won't have the chance to ever again. It has become a very important goal of mine. Even more important than finishing the bridge. Really, because that's your job. That's what you're getting paid for. I've managed to see them finally. Whoa, it's very disturbing. They used to move very slowly without speaking or communicating. They minded their own business. They were a bit gross, but I couldn't see any weapons. It was all very strange. But now suddenly, as if they'd become possessed by some wild spirit, they began shaking spasmodically and screaming like mad. Some of them dropped to their knees and lifted their heads to the skies, eyes blank, and moaning in an indescribable way. 2 of them walked away, still in that monotonous and slow manner, in a great contrast to the rest of the scene, into a shack. The next minute they brought out into the open an odd-looking mask. Its shapes, colours, and overall looks, while unsettling, were mesmerising, and I felt instantly hypnotised by it. It rendered my modest collection of African curiosities into a dull and uninteresting items. The mask was very ominous. They gathered round it, they did some kind of chant, and the motions was that of a ritual. Possibly a war ritual. Not sure how to explain what happened next, as my pulse was already throbbing. It was very disturbing. One of the male villagers walked into the middle to wear the mask by his own will. And all of a sudden the remaining members became silent. Can't tell how long that lasted, but I was afraid to breathe. I think Dalby and the others were also scared. They wouldn't blink. I remember them being soaked wet and expectant. Silence was unnatural. Then a few members separated from the people circling the mask and jumped into the single villager, beating him to death. To be completely faithful to the event, the small crowd tore him apart. They grabbed his legs. Oh, wow. Okay, so they tore him apart, and in a few minutes he was turned into a red sack of bones. So obviously it was some kind of sacrifice. Hello. I didn't even notice the music had stopped. None of the attackers had the compassion to snap his neck. It was a sickening process. The most terrifying was that the victim didn't even cringe. He was silent. I couldn't tell whether he was drugged or half asleep, but I did recognise him dancing like everybody else before walking to the middle of the circle. It was the most outrageous and sadistic sacrifice I'd ever heard of. So yeah, he thinks it's a sacrifice too. I don't think I'll ever forget what I saw. My intentions of approaching further, even if they didn't have any weapons, had vanished. I dare not call them human beings. They killed my whole company in the blink of an eye. They could have even. With their rage. They seemed to be completely out of themselves and willing to destroy anything intruding in their path. While the image of the sacrifice still haunt my thoughts, I can't seem to forget that mask. It was so perfect. I think you stole the mask. I haven't seen like it. I surely would love to take a better look. I feel the Dalmarv, dangerous as they are, could be the most important ethnical finding in decades. What I've seen today is crying for some further investigation. I can't just leave them like that. I would never forgive myself. This is a ripped out page, isn't it? Okay. I was ecstatic after reading the journal. That material was incredible. I just threw my phone to the floor. I cannot see where it went. I can now see where it went. I will use my toes to pick it back up. Ow, that gave me a foot cramp. Because I think that's all we have time for today. But I will only be able to tell you in a second, because I might be overestimating the time that took. I felt like it took me a very long time to read that. And it's 25 minutes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wander around a little bit. If I find anything new, I'll start the next episode. But really, if I'm just going to be wandering around looking for the key, then that might take a rather long time. So I'll see you all later. Bye bye.